June saw the release of one of the most anticipated video games of 2020. A game with a female protagonist in a world forever changed by weird science. A world where children have to learn to fight for themselves. A world of brutal violence, and a lesson about the futility of revenge and the depths humanity will sink to... What? What's a Naughty Dog? Didn't they make Crash Bandicoot? There's a new Crash Bandicoot? Ninjala is a free-to-play exclusive for Nintendo Switch. The initial trailers revealed its vibrant world of kid ninjas splatting each other with bubblegum. This emphasis on its youthful energy and colorful battles brought serious Splatoon vibes. But this is a battle royale, complete with cosmetic microtransactions and a battle pass. In that way, it feels a lot more like Fortnite. When you first load Ninjala, brief video clips introduce the goal: destroy floating drones and KO opponents for points. There's a special KO called an Ippon that gets you a lot of points. These points are tallied when the clock runs out, and bonuses are given for destroying the most drones and getting the most Ippons. The winner is the one with the most points when all is said and done, and then everyone can queue up and do it all over again. There's a 4 versus 4 team variant, though the 8-player free-for-all seems to be the main attraction. There's also a paid DLC story mode, but we're just focusing on the free multiplayer for this review. So how does this Splatoon-adjacent, Fortnite-esque game actually play? Like a fighting game. And honestly, I was not expecting to have so much fun with it, but Ninjala has this addictive joy that reminds me of the best Nintendo games. Now, despite being a Switch exclusive, Ninjala is not a Nintendo-made game. It's from Gung Ho Online. Even so, Ninjala still has that classic Nintendo progression of easy to learn, hard to master. First, you pick a weapon. The default bat is balanced, yo-yos have great range, but don't hit too hard. Hammers are slow, but pack a mean punch. And a really annoying stun that people love to spam. Your weapon will affect how you engage, but typically you're trying to catch an opponent by surprise and attack until you get a KO. If they manage to block or attack at the same time, your weapons clash. And these parries are a core mechanic of Ninjala, putting players into a rock-paper-scissors style contest. The winner gets a free hit and an Ippon if they manage to KO with a parry. You will get into a lot of parries when you first start playing. And it's cool to see them happen as you watch your ninja zip around with the foe and clash like something out of a Naruto scene. But these exchanges can also get confusing. You might not know why you lost a parry or why the opponent just seems to do so much more damage than you. And that's because the game never gives a true tutorial. Those video clips you see when the game first launches are it. There is a training dojo for practice, but at some point you have to read the online manual. When you do, all those weird tricks other players are pulling suddenly make sense. And that's when the real game of Ninjala starts. The mind games. But just like the best fighting games, you have to develop these skills to read tells, mask your own tells, and do it all within seconds. On top of that, you also have to consider battle royale tactics, like knowing key gathering spots on the map and third-partying vulnerable foes. You can put a ton of time into Ninjala and still feel like there's more to learn, and that's exciting for the game's future. Just imagine what kind of wild techniques will be discovered by high-level players. Just think of what you'll discover, and that motivation can keep you going for match after match. There is so much potential in Ninjala, assuming that the game has a future. And that's where my concerns lie. Let's go back to Splatoon and Fortnite. Both of those games present these cartoony, stylized worlds, and love 'em or hate 'em, you can't identify them with just one picture. Fortnite makes ridiculous money by catering its cosmetics to all tastes. Yes, you can be Batman and Deadpool, but even the original skins promise silly, cool, and downright awesome looks. With Splatoon, everything about Inkopolis reminds you to stay fresh. It's got flair to spare and a deep lore under the surface. Ninjala World, by comparison, often seems to mash colors and styles together because it can. That's not to say that it's ugly. The characters are wonderfully expressive and customizable enough to let players have fun. The outfits just aren't cool or varied enough to make me want a battle pass. The lore is... I don't even know what it is. It mixes ninja, bubblegum, and aliens. Again, it just hasn't grabbed me so much that I need to buy the DLC to find out. And that's kind of a problem for a game that's going to live on microtransaction money. In fact, there's actually one huge problem with Ninjala's monetization. consumable weapon skins. You get weapon skins from the randomized gumball machine. These skins do not affect gameplay in any way, they are purely cosmetic, but they go away after one match. I don't know who thought that was a good idea, but it does not help Ninjala in any way. Ninjala's colorful visuals and wonderful price tag of absolutely nothing want to grab your attention. The short, addicting gameplay and promise of cool outfits with microtransactions want to keep you invested. Right now, however, only the gameplay really has me coming back for more. However, none of Ninjala's issues are beyond fixing. A more informative tutorial can be added in a future update, as can more enticing skins. They might even get into seasonal events to help build out the lore and give Ninjala a more interesting visual identity. What counts is that Ninjala's core gameplay is extremely deep, unique, and addicting. You just have to be willing to do a little homework to learn what the game doesn't tell you. If you're down for that, you'll see why we give Ninjala 4 bubbles out of 5. I'm Sergio Solorzano from The Gamer. Thank you so much for watching our review of Ninjala, and if you want to learn more, please go to our website at thegamer.com. And if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. Please. If I do well enough, they might let me buy the single-player DLC. Then I can finally figure out what this game's story even is.